I hate that you're right.
Crazy kana kitu ngoma as the even character he plays. Katuna kona ngoma. Mbili hata. Kamkora. Kwanza kamkora ni kali. But if Crazy Kana anaweza toa ngoma as that character he plays with the biggest DS cut. Now the motherly head rap. Like Crazy Kana, if you're listening to this, $1 million idea. $1 million idea. If people can watch Vera Sidika's really bad song, they're gonna watch yours too.
That was a pivot I wish I did not remember. But God.
Welcome to episode 12 of Breaking Hertz. Leo nimekumbuka namba. Kama kawaida it's your boy Hafare, aka Mr. Metronome, aka your girlfriend's boyfriend, aka Rodney Malik Casino. Na leo sina aka ingine. I'll just give you a bit, a teaser.
See a man who knows his worth, Tena.
Oh, no, I'm a man who knows his worth constantly. Like, yes. I'm about to go to change my name kwa ID. As in, nanda kuchange jina yangu.
A man who knows his worth.
Exactly, kama McLavin. And as usual with me,
it's Suki Marage, aka Anita Marage, aka Suki.jpg, aka Jessica Rabbit. Happy to see you for another week of Breaking Hertz.
Another week.
And yes, the 12th
week. The last week of November. Tunaingia December, by the way. Tunaweza kuwa tuna show up kwa hii studio drunk every single time December. Nakuja hapa kusema kukua tu very belligerent.
Episode tunakuja Mondays drunk, ni crazy.
Okay, kwani unafaa kufanya ni December? Unajua from next Monday
work
personally.
Documents.
Exactly. From next Monday I maintain a constant supply of alcohol, drugs and loose women. In no particular order.
Oh my
and
God.
Every man knows, hata Byron anajua. Every man knows. That is the dream, si ndio? December ni msimu wa nini?
See the return of casino shots.
I'm in my Tony Soprano era.
We're walking straight into December like that.
Of course, December ni msimu wa sherehe, starehe na nasa za dunia. Not just any plain nasa za dunia.
Ndio.
These ones you live on earth. Njonga zile unaambia wangu ati si aziandangi mbinguni. Zile unaacha hapa. Anyway.
Yeah, what did you get to listen to this week?
A pretty slow week for me, honestly. I didn't get to go through much. But what did I get to go through, I will talk about. Tunaanza na the boy, the man, Boutros Wizoman.
That was a really good project.
8 tracks.
Start to finish, like repeat bangers.
Yeah,
all of them.
It really was. I loved how the first half is typical Boutros fare. Like him and Dopamine. Him and Dopamine.
And Wizoman.
Yes.
Hey.
Just doing everything. Wanajibamba tu. Wanapelekana pole pole. Like this is typical Boutros fare, which is really good as usual. But the second half of the project, ni him trying a bit of Afrobeat, a bit of dance hall. He's just enjoying himself. Niko hapo. Angela kwanza.
Angela is so good. Angela, I like that CCN.
Angela na Rich Man. Yana Mandi. Trading bars unasikia, I need a rich man. Nasema, okay, sawa. This is a bit of luxury I could get into. Hata mimi nitaje rich man. Naweza anza kuvaa kamisi soon.
Oh my God. You're in your Sponyo era.
I need a gay lover era. Oh my God.
Yes, optional bisexuality. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo.
Gay for pay, my nigga. You've never considered that to be a thing.
Oh my God.
But anyway, I'm playing.
Why? Denounce. But anyway.
Now retract your statement. Retract your statement quick, fast. Yeah, there was that. I love the project so much. Boutros is going in a very good direction artistically. He's starting to find his voice, and I feel like this is his sounds from the other side.
Ooh.
Because even before Whiskey did Made in Lego, sounds from the other side was like here's just like a sampler plate.
Project.
Here's like a sampler plate of the things I can do. And then now once people vibe into it, and then you look at this is what people are fucking with. Now the next project is gonna be like I'm gonna sharpen exactly. Like in terms of the feedback from this, look at what people liked, what people didn't like, trim the fat, sharpen the tip, and then here's a wonderful project. So I'm really looking forward to what's coming next while I vibe to this. Amazing project.
I love how he switches up his intonations too. That's his signature thing, honestly. It's so much fun to listen to. It's so much fun to listen to.
So many voices utadhani uko na schizophrenia. Yes, there was that. The Single Life by Sawiti, which, we'll talk about it. Let me just skip it because we have a whole ass like discussion around it.
Wait, you listened to it?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think? You
Comment.
don't want to talk about it
Sisa
now?
hizi ngoja niko na kitabu. Niko na file fulani. Unajua zile file za serikali zile zinapoteanga tukiwa Ministry of Lands, niko na file kama hiyo. It's waiting.
A dossier.
Exactly. Then there was maybe the EP by Ukweli and Zinia Manase.
Oh.
I feel seen.
It's fantastic.
It is.
I love it when Ukweli and Zinia come together.
Ukweli is an amazing producer. Ukweli is an amazing producer. Zinia.
And Zinia is an amazing songwriter. And
Yes, she's writing on an elite level.
Yeah, she is.
And I feel, love me or leave me. Hiyo ngoma nimesikiza kama 30 ama 40.
It's a good balm for the soul for sure. Hey, that
that
project is amazing.
Every line, every little sauti yake inatoka tu inakupiga nyaunyo. Kumbafu. Unashangaa kwani is Zinia writing about me? Does she is she following me around? Does she know the troubles of my soul? Yeah, so Zinia, but their project is amazing. And it's all about heartbreak.
Yeah.
And like going through it, finding yourself, circadian rhythm.
No one writes heartbreak quite like Zinia also.
Yeah.
No one writes about heartbreak quite like her.
Unajama unasema alafu hiyo wave of sadness inakupiga unasema jeez, should I be listening to this? Then unafanya repeat. Repeat this one song. Pole pole, but that is an amazing project. I fucked with it heavy. And it's going to be on rotation for most of December. Remember, we're having a sad boy December.
Sad boy December pia na Anasa. Ama kuna sad nigga hours designated.
No, pana. Unajua, Anasa, unaweza have Anasa in any form. I'm going to be sad on the beach.
If December is like happy hour, if happy hour was a month, then do you need to designate sad nigga hours?
You can be sad during happy hour.
Yeah.
Sindio? Yeah, the duality of man.
Can you being sad during happy hour sounds so, I don't know.
Oh, tunalewa tu. Tunalewa like itaisha tu. Sad boy December itaisha, hata happy hour itaisha. January itaanza and will be all good. Sindio? And now, to counteract the sadness, I had to listen to my favorite album of all time. I think, monthly listen. This month, the Yellow album by Dom Kennedy. I love it so much.
Nice.
And I will talk about it for years and years. It has aged gracefully. 10 years later, the writing is insane. And it felt symbolic today. Because the last song on the project is called Peace and Happiness. I was like, yeah.
That's what's resonating for you this week.
Yeah, that today, like, nimamka asubuhi and I was like, nikasikia tu Peace and Happiness. And I was like, yeah. And then 5.0 conversations between minute 3.09 to 3:44. That whole bit, amazing. So yeah,
I love it.
that was what I was listening to this week. I hope I could get through more, but there's been a lot going on. But I do know this week I will get through a lot because I'm leaving a bit. Natoka hii pressure ya city kidogo, so kwenda ushago kidogo, I might have a bit more time, just to vibe, smoke at night, and listen to amazing songs.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, we more or less listened to the same projects last week, but I'll add This Is What I Mean by Stormzy. It was a spiritual listen, I'll say that. Definitely a different angle from what I'm used to from Stormzy, but picked up on some of my favorite bits of his work. It's gorgeous, poignant, felt like there was an element of catharsis for him. Also just loved the collaborations. Like I saw the video that like came before the drop and I saw so many of my favorite artists, like artists I didn't know, but like artists I did know that I hadn't heard from in a while. You have Thames, you have Amare, you have Ira Star, who's also had like a fantastic year.
She did.
So it was a gorgeous project. I think my standout track in terms of what he was saying, because he said a lot, like there was a lot of, it's like a journal album type situation in my opinion.
Anafungua roho.
Anafungua roho, yes. It's essentially the thing that probably even brought Maya back. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like even the album art is like, you know, you're leaving a letter at someone's door.
No, me na belivingi that for my fellas, you didn't fumble a baddie. A baddie fumbled
the
you.
baddie fumbled
But for Stormzy, yeah, he did fumble the baddie. He fumbled a baddie.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, like, but the baddie came back. So was it really a fumble?
The baddie did come back.
No,
It was a rumor for most of last week, and then like towards the end of the week, it was confirmed. So I was like really happy for them.
And now now he's happier and healthier.
Yeah,
he's in a much better space.
Self-care.
All that shit,
Working
man.
on my karma vibes.
Shadow work. Get through it.
Shadow work, lazima. Yeah, so my standout was please. He said a lot on please. But what stood out was please leave Megan alone, and please could you pause the applause? Could you let me be flawed? So it's kind of the same thing I've been picking up in a lot of projects this year, which is I feel like a lot of artists who've been in the mainstream have kind of seen what the effects of being like a public figure, like how it could take a toll on like your private life, and like you're not allowed to fuck up. Essentially, you're pretty much supposed to stay looking a certain way or doing certain things, especially if like your art is out there and people feel like they know you based on their interaction with it. So there's a lot to say about that album, but I feel like everyone has a different relationship with it. Definitely something I'm going to be sitting with for a while. And yeah, Could We Be More by Kokoroko. I listened to it again because yes, Kokoroko.
Nilikuwa placed into Kokoriko this weekend.
Kokoriko iko wapi?
Critical error. That's all I'll say. Critical error.
No, like I swear, like you're the one who knows all the clubs in Nairobi. I don't know where Kokoriko.
Not I mean, like Miss Joangi mambo za Thika Road, but still nilipeleka huko na nikasema never again.
Okay.
It reminds me of 2013.
Was it a Jackie or what happened?
No, it was just please.
Okay, let's not
cut the cameras. Yeah, Jambi Kokoroko.
Yani offline, yes, Kokoroko. In August they released Could We Be More. I'd gotten to sit with it for a while, but like this weekend I got to really appreciate all the different sounds that come up, and just like I guess I'd missed Kokoroko, especially because I was reading this Debunk It article by Ashamwelu. It's like a playlist for grief, and it started with
Playlist for grief.
Yeah, it started with Abusey Junction, which is like I guess the song that everybody, like if you ask anyone about Kokoroko, the first song off the top of your head is...
Pole. I just realized I called the album Wizoman instead of Mawingu. Yeah, like I don't know why I listened to it as Wizoman. Maybe because that was the time I was listening to it. But it's not Wizoman, it's Mawingu by Boutros. Please, as a good journalist, unajua?
Yes.
Lazima retract useme tulifanya makosa.
You must correct, that's true. So yeah, Could We Be More? Age of Ascent is my standout jam from that. Then I also listened to Maybe by Ukweli and Zinia, and Mawingu by Boutros, and I added Home Alone by Waithaka. So I was trying to find something.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Waithaka tweeting about that. I haven't gotten it.
The projects that he's been a part of this year.
That's like probably kesho asubuhi, kesho lunchtime maybe.
Need to run through it.
Because I'm sure they're not that long.
They're not, and like very, very easy listening. Particularly a huge fan of Home Alone. You should listen to the project in itself. Like it's a really good morning project also.
Wonderful.
I don't know why I'm always talking about morning projects, but that's... I also have on my list In Between by Kuyu. I'll be chamboing it next week, but I got to attend one of Kuyu's first podcast recordings at Baraza on Friday. I really enjoyed what they were talking about. Also, I feel like eventually we should have them on the show to kind of talk about what
eventually,
yeah.
But we will have an announcement on our next guest at the end of the show.
Yes, but basically just about diversifying the Kenyan music industry in terms of introducing more queer acts, more people with different perspectives into the larger scene. So yeah, shout out to Kuyu, and that's all I listened to for this week.
Now we're gonna go back to Sawiti and her EP, which geez. First of all, the discourse online was not around the release, wasn't even like it was the sales numbers, because Sawiti is a big artist. You would think.
Yeah, but like I feel like big is in more of a media sense of the term, not.
Yeah. Actually, that's the thing I want to talk
She
about.
also has hits, but like entire.
How many hits
projects,
does she really have? If you think about it.
that I can name off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Like
because hits have to be hits.
like
You have to know. Yeah.
3.
Like, wait, my type tap in, nah?
What's this song called? Icy.
Icy. Oh, she did do Icy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was
Icy.
like, but that's just like jumping on like Gucci. It's Gucci's juice. It isn't like
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
it's Gucci's juice. So like I feel like even my type is blow the whistle, and tap in. Is it my type? See, my type. No, tap in. Blow the whistle. Anyway,
What about her? What do you think of this project in particular?
it was horrible.
Why?
I think it's probably one of the worst things I've listened to this year, and me personally.
Like bad, like in terms of her buzz, in terms of the
Everything. The production was
what
not
was
good.
Not going
You could feel like there's this. I don't know. It's that they're trying to create a persona that doesn't work on the project, because there's a song called Pussy that's like powerful, united. Just some bullshit acronym. Just call the song Pussy. Like no one cares.
Ati Powerful United.
So, yeah, like you should go look at the track list.
Okay, I will actually.
It's too short for her to actually create like what she wants to. You're expecting that project to actually start and it ends. You ever watch a movie like that where you're waiting for like something like okay, sawa story inaanza saa ngapi alafu movie inaisha unasema hii movie yote ilikuwa build up to like that project is all foreplay.
Oh my god.
I did not like it at all. And I feel like the reflection peer, and I didn't see any promotion for it because me
Actually, yeah.
Me, I was on my Apple Music and I opened like the hip hop category. Hapo juu pap Sawiti.
I think that I also found out about the project after they had already done the first week sale. So I was like, whoa, that's weird. Like she does like crazy promo for other things.
But
so it was weird that it wasn't on my radar at all.
But here's the thing, sir. Like there's this like I don't know if it's a thing that I noticed or it's a thing that's actually happening. There's this trend of rap girls becoming media personalities, where it's like you can see the City Girls. When's the last time you heard a City Girls song?
I mean, it's been a while, but like Karisha went into podcasting.
Exactly.
I guess that's working out for.
That's the thing. You're moving. You're like you are now becoming it goes from you're a musician, you're an artist, you want to make music.
Yeah.
The moment you hit, it becomes the music was the only reason for you. We only need the music for you to become popular. Once you become popular, now we're gonna put you into all these other things. And, then when you go back to the music, it's like, wait, this person wasn't really that good to begin with. Or is it because they're spending so much time doing these other things, they don't have the time to work on their craft? That could be a reason, because Sawiti has had like we know her more for what she eats than her music.
Ooh. But like, wasn't that like the whole fiasco around what she eats also? Wasn't it also like, I guess, boosted by her proximity to Quavo at the time? It's not to say that she's not a good musician, but like there's certain elements that pushed her into like the media limelight like really easily and really quickly that might not float for like a long career in music.
Okay,
like,
yeah, I get you.
And maybe this project is just like her miss, and then now she'll redeem herself like in future, but we don't know.
Or maybe the labels know something we don't. Maybe the labels actually know that this is not an artist that's gonna last, but they have longevity outside the music space.
That's true actually, yeah. Because she has like a lot of things going for her in terms of selling the image, in terms of selling basically anything. She can sell.
She has a McDonald's meal. If you think about it. Do you know who else has a McDonald's meal?
Who?
Travis Scott. Not
Why would you? Okay, no. Okay, not comparing them, but
you can't not compare. There's no. If Travis Scott was to sell 2,000 first day, first week, the internet would stop.
Wait, is it also like okay? No, let me not say Ati babes are not fans of rap. That's not true. But
there are so many, and the funny thing is, there are so many now new babes who follow the Sawiti City Girls archetype. The very aggressive, very macho, like Glorilla. Who else was I thinking of?
No, Glorilla has bars.
Mona Leo, yeah, they all have bars. Mona Leo, Ice Spice, all these babes are following the same template, where it's very aggressive, very macho, but also very sexual in nature. The music, like you're talking down to niggas, but you also like it's empowering in a sense, by the way.
It is, and I feel like the whole point of that type of music is also just to be. It's supposed to be like a bop to listen to as you're getting your nails done, as you're getting your hair. I mean, as you're doing your makeup before the club. That's the kind of music that you want to listen to if like you're into hip hop and you stand people like Megan Thee Stallion and Saweetie. But if you're looking for buzz, I wouldn't look to them for buzz. So like that's not something that I would like immediately jump to. Like someone like Chez Noir, let's say.
Okay.
Chez Noir, Rhapsody.
No Name.
Yeah,
there's some actually good female rappers out there.
There are. And
like who are technically gifted. But when the point in Africa, even like those hype songs don't hit the same way, you feel like, why am I listening to this then? But yeah, I understand everybody's got to get paid. And I interviewed Mayonde last year. And she told me that she has more fun and makes more money being an influencer.
Interesting.
So at the end of the day, can we really blame these people for making the transition?
Not really.
Because if you're getting paid more for less and you're enjoying yourself more, what's the point of putting out a record? That's the reason Rihanna hasn't put out an album in 6 years.
Yeah, it's making her more money to like diversify her.
It doesn't.
Her streams of
she
income.
has no reason to put out the music except when she wants to because she's getting paid. Like Bernard Arnault has set her for life. Like Fenty's gonna make her rich forever. Yeah, I worry about a coin ever again in her life. Like for generations to come, her family is going to be set. There is no reason for her to even give us an album if she doesn't want to. And her motivation, the label isn't asking her to pay anything back. Like she's put out 8 albums of like, go listen to my old shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't really blame the babes for trying to become.
I get it, yeah.
Trying to become influencers. But at the same time, it's weird to see that because it always was the other way around. It was always the other way around. It was always become a media personality, then become a musician.
Really?
Yes, it always was. Paris Hilton has a full album.
Okay, no, but like I don't listen. Would you? Never. I don't even know how to.
But this Stars Are Blind isn't a bad song, and that's the weird thing.
Stars Are Blind was a good song.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad song.
I didn't know she had an entire project. That's
Kim Kardashian has a top 40 song. You know that? Kim Kardashian has a top 40 song. Came out in 2011. I don't know if it's called Rush or Blow. But literally, let me just Google it right now. Because I need you guys to understand. So become a media personality, then start releasing music. Yeah, like... Okay, like you've already generated the hype for yourself. But like, the thing about it is that now it's not really about the music itself. Like the music isn't what's catapulted. It's called Jam, Turn It Up. Yes. From what year? 2011. I will not be listening to that. You know what? It's really bad. It's a video is on YouTube too. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you start the other way around, then like it's more likely that people will still be interested in like the way that you have relayed your life, as opposed to what you're going to create from that. Like people are more interested in if you are doing reality TV, continue doing reality TV. Like you have like one album, we haven't listened to it, babes. We miss this part of you, or like that's what I've seen, I guess. Okay, for me it's really weird because even like Cardi B, the whole thing, Kina Jocelyn. Oh yeah, Cardi B actually all is those, like the blueprint for that. But Jocelyn, no. All those babes, Jocelyn. Their hustle was get some clout and then transition to music. From like whatever you're doing. But now it's like get clout from music and then transition to this other thing. That's where the money is now. I think Cardi B is like the most successful pivot in that sense then. Yeah. But some of her early work is really cringe to listen to. But I think she got to a point where I don't know if she got people to help her write or she got like coach or something. Like I don't know. But her writing really improved. And then she met some people who actually knew how to pick beats. That helped her. Plus, Cardi B is very likable. Yeah, she's very likable. She's already very likable. Even as a social media personality, she was very, very fun, very happy to look at. Like, onge boyko kimona. Like, it's probably like the same case with Saweetie then. What? It's like Riziki na kitoa ngoma. Like, people are going to fuck with it. People are going to fuck with it. I mean, anyway, let's jump to that. I'm thinking about it and I want to stop thinking about it. Imagine Crazy Kena. It'll actually be a bop. I hate that you're right. Crazy Kena kitoa ngoma as the character he plays. Katuna kona ngoma. Mbili hata. Kwanza kamkora ni kali. But if Crazy Kena anaweza toa ngoma as that character he plays with the biggest DS cut. Now the motherly head wrap. Like Crazy Kena, if you're listening to this, $1 million idea. $1 million idea. If people can watch Vera Sidika's really bad song, they're gonna watch yours too. That was a pivot I wish I did not remember.
God, that song was
Taking
bad.
no prisoners.
See, that song was terrible.
Leonico Scorched Earth. Anyway, so you want to talk about something else?
Yes. I want to talk about African cultural anthems, but like that sounds like it's going to be. It's long drawn out when you say it like that. The song that I'm really thinking about is Premier Go.
No,
And
yeah.
And songs of that kind that like anytime you hear like even just the beginning, like that's it. You are leaving the party, you're not leaving.
You're not
anymore.
leaving.
Unaacha kila kitu hapo kwa mlango, unaendelea tu na bash.
There's a handful of them that I can think of. Premier
Because
Go
that song
being
never
number 1.
gets old. Like never gets old. I've had it probably every weekend since I was 5, and I'm still not sick of it. What's the crack? I don't know.
I feel like this goes more into like music theory. Like there's some,
it does.
there's something that about the way it was written, or like the way it was played or arranged that triggers a part of your mind. Like there's a whole. By the way,
does.
what would the name music ni rahisi? There's a whole
It's
aspect
not.
of music theory that you would not believe about how even to make a catchy earworm.
Yeah.
But African like cultural anthems, I'm trying to think. Like
No, even like Stella Wangu. Okay, not Stella Wangu isn't like the same as Premier Go, but like
it vibes with everyone connects it on some level.
Like it's storytelling. It has like all the makings of like a song that you would listen to even by yourself. But like anytime you hear it with like a group of people, you all recognize what you're listening to, and that you need to keep quiet, let it play.
Like African typical collection.
Ooh, dance.
Exactly. And
That song is a bag.
I've just remembered it because I know BV Accurate sampled it on his EP last year.
I remember.
I've forgotten the name of the song, but he did sample it. And then there's My Sweetie by some artists.
Dance. It's also been sampled by Mwami.
It was sampled by Wale on his 2009 album. Attention Deficit, which is, by the way, I feel like that is such an underrated African song.
Yeah, it is. It is.
There's so many. Nurelain. Is Nurelain Egyptian?
Yes.
Habibi,
Ooh, yes.
Habibi,
Sorry, I'd
Nurelain.
forgotten.
Exactly.
I forgot the name of the song, but you see, when you say
Yes.
it, you say it connects. So yeah.
There are so many African songs you could think of that have crossed borders and people still vibe with them regardless.
Yeah.
Because of not even, like, you don't even understand what they're saying. Me, I
They're played
have
in
no
any-
idea.
But like the funniest thing about like Premier Go is like it's not supposed to be like a
Vibey.
song of-
It's not supposed to be
vibey. This guy is dissing his ex-girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Like
You broke bitch.
you know, like you usiliniacha silikuwa na music aitateka someone yona kwa TV. Like you're back. Kwenda huko. That's literally the entire song.
Yung ngoma ni, I want to say something stupid, son. Yung ngoma ni, the literal definition of if you leave a man with a vision for a man with a television, you will see the man with a vision on your television. That nigga is like, bitch, I didn't forget. That is bitch, I didn't forget music, by the way, and I'm not gonna.
You thought I was feeding you? Hey, Z. Shana na mimi.
I can't believe
And it's been a bop for so many years. I can't imagine being that babe.
you called her the reverse Beyonce. Imagine.
The reverse Beyonce's boyfriend.
Oh yeah, the reverse Beyonce's boyfriend.
The boyfriend that she had just before Jay-Z, the guy that like, I think it's a prom picture.
Yeah.
People post it every time.
Every time, like, who fumbled the bag?
Maze, this guy fumbled the bag, crazy. I'm like, I see this picture at least twice a year, and it's terrible for that guy because like probably wako poor, but the ridicule never stops.
Niggas don't care.
Maze.
Agendas over facts. I'm saying. But yeah, I feel like to have people vibing all over the world, people in Japan, people in Canada, people in Finland, people in El Salvador vibing to that song. Because that song has been played everywhere. And you're about to wear way.
It has.
You're about to, and it's not even in a good way.
It's not in a positive light at all.
Yeah, like I know how it feels to have a positive song written about you, so
Oh God.
but I don't know, Rupiga. But anyway.
Matcha,
But it's like, I can't imagine being that person. You can't even go out of your house, Maze.
You can't leave.
You can't go to the club
because they play it every
single
time you
time.
go to the club. Like,
And I'm guessing,
any Kenyan club, it's if you go at night without hearing that song,
and I'm guessing
criminal.
from their country, they play that song like
Even
kama national
more.
anthem, even more. You cannot escape it. Asubuhi ukiamka radio. Jeez, imagine kupanda mata asubuhi unasikia Maina and Kingangi. Ule mse wake, there's always an idiot who calls. Like there's somebody who always calls like ni regular mpaka wanajuana na jina ya kwanza. Na always na requesting hiyo ngoma. I would kill myself. Okay, no, I'm not. I won't kill myself.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, like
Yeah.
but African anthems like that, and I feel like Saizi, do we have any squeezy, or is
That's
it just
what I was
Afrobeat
actually thinking about.
Is it just Afrobeat that crosses the borders because of the internet?
Actually, a lot of Afrobeat could actually, like, you could say a lot of Wizkid's music, for instance, like, they're just some songs that, like, if you hear them at the club, it automatically shakes you. There are a couple of artists that have found that niche. I guess, like, School of Premier, like, it's just...
Yeah. Like,
we have, like, too many things to choose from now, I feel.
You know what is my favorite Wizkid song? Sound It.
Sound It?
Yeah. I fucking love Sound It.
Jules. Yeah.
I fucking love... Like, this is 2015, me doing my attachment, walking from Pale Bridge, South Sea, Popo Road, to the office and then back. And then I would listen to that song every morning. That song and Oringo by Fino. But then Fino doesn't get as much credit as he deserves because he doesn't rap in English.
Yeah.
But he's really good. So, yeah.
Mine's Bombay, I think. Bombay is definitely one of the songs I can't say no to at the club.
And you know, I've noticed something.
I know, what's his song called? The one he has with Chronix. Jam.
Yes.
Yes, Jam is also one of my favorite, like, Wizkid songs.
Something I noticed, if you were to ask somebody, like, what their favorite song is by, like, a popular artist, they will never tell you their most popular song.
It's not. It's always the deep cuts. People listen to, like...
Because if you ask anybody, like, what's your favorite Burna Boy song? Unless they've just had Last Peke Yake, they will never say Last.
It's not. It's
not.
It's not Last. It's not Yawade. Yawade was like...
Oh, Yawade was there.
Everyone's banger for
Yawade was there.
That one was
Tonight,
definitely there. Me, it's Gidem from... is it 2018? Hey, Gidem is a good song. I feel like that's the first time he did, like, a sample of an American song and it hit, like, different for me.
I know, like...
He did I'm So Into You, yeah, So Into You. He sampled So Into You for that song.
Like to Party? I fuck with Like to Party sana. Okay, like to mena tangent weird, but I fuck with Like to Party. I fuck with Tonight. Yeah.
Tonight is really good. Tonight also had me by the throat. Oh my god.
And it's so weird that Burna Boy is blowing up now, and that man's been making music since 2011.
Really, but Africans be knowing, so...
Oh no, but they see...
You can't say that, like...
TikTok changed the game.
True.
Shout out to you Chinese niggas. You're spying on me, but you're at least helping African artists. Now...
Yes.
For both of us, I feel like...
Sad nigga minutes.
We've had a sad week.
Sad nigga section.
Yes, this is the sad nigga. We've had quite a sad weekend.
Yeah, sad a couple of weeks, to be honest.
Me
ahead this week, Sasa.
No.
How are you doing, my G?
I'm sad. What the fuck?
Najaribu kuingia a somber mood.
But we can be sad. They can't be sad.
Okay, yeah, y'all niggas can be sad. Like we're not inviting you into our sadness. We're simply saying that, like,
just observe us.
I feel like
this is a petri dish of sadness.
I feel like artists have this exact conversation. A petri dish of yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking of the puke bowl thing.
Hey, which
Can match. But yeah. I feel like artists have this exact same conversation in their head whenever they make a sad song that's also a bop. So yeah, that's why I was asking, what's your sad song that, like, bangs, like...
This song is going to... And I tweeted about this. I don't know if I said this. This song is going to be my number one song on Spotify Wrapped.
Because it's sad, but it's also a bop.
Love Strain. By Confunction. And then kuna business manga, like, you're on the Love Strain, you don't need a ticket to ride. Hii train nabebanga kila mtu, utajingi tikiti. And the last bar is, in time everything is gonna be alright. And that's how it ends. In time, like, regardless of how sad you feel, how bad things feel at this moment, nanini, in time everything's gonna be alright. Because kesho you'll still be sad, kesho kutu you'll still be sad, but the day after you'll be a little less sad, and the day after you'll be a little less sad, and in time you'll realize you're not sad anymore, and you're gonna keep it going. But there's a lot of, like, it's heartbreak pop.
That's good.
It's heartbreak pop. Like, you're vibing, but you're like, What am I vibing to?
For me, it's Nendalote. Nendalote is my sad bop of the week, honestly, because it's like the saddest story I've ever had, and like super point, like it just engages like a certain chamber of my heart.
I'm trying to remember the song with Patricia Kioro.
Oh, Coming Home.
Hey!
But Coming Home isn't like a club bop type.
Okay, it isn't a club bop.
Because Nendalote is like rumba.
Oh.
It's rumba. Okay, it's the music that Soul produces. But like, yes.
Yeah.
It's a bop in terms of like, you can definitely dance to it in the club, or like, at least slow dance with someone that you love in the digos. Sorry, nimereminis.
Well, la haula la quatra. But yeah, you think about songs like Hey Ya. Literally, umse anasema, you all don't want to hear me, you just want to dance.
True.
Like, umse anaimba hapo venye dem alimwacha, how is that broken? Niggas are vibing. So, there's so many songs, and I'm trying to even think.
Also, Miss Jackson recently found out that's actually a song dedicated to Erykah Badu's.
Recently?
Imagine recently. I didn't know it was Erykah Badu's.
I found out in like 2004.
Congratulations to you, Mr. Noitwell.
No, nilikuwa nasomanga. What were you doing?
Listening to them. We can ask a message.
Hey, kwani ni form ya reggae?
No, not at all.
Hey, lakini pia reggae kuna some. Hey, by the reggae pia kuna nini?
Reggae has some sad songs.
Wait, I'm trying to think. Reggae pia kuna mangoma zingine.
Earth to run red. Okay, that's like off the top of my head. That's not like.
And I wanna ask, like,
Taras Riley has a bunch of them.
Good Girl Gone Bad. I'm trying to think up IV. How do you think they feel when you put out, like, especially when it happens by mistake? You put out a sad song, and then it bangs. It's like Mike Posner.
Yeah.
It isn't particularly Heartbreak, but it's very sad, very introspective music. Cooler Than Me. I took a pill in Visa.
Damn.
They're very, very introspective, very sad. Let me tell you.
The way Damn, Anderson Park,
Yeah.
Mark Miller, it's different now.
I'm going to say a song I texted you about today. I Fall Apart. Post Malone.
Oh, yeah.
You can play that song in the club and people are going to sing
Posty,
it.
by the way, has like a lot of sad bobs also.
But I Fall Apart.
Fall Apart.
Yung ngoma unaweza play kwa club and everybody's going to be, ooh, I fall apart. Din, din, din. But ndo ujue sasa, it always gets better. He went from I Fall Apart on this album to Better Now on the next album. That is what we call
Amazing for him.
a glow up.
You did not.
Yes, I did. And I'll do it again.
That was effortless. That was planned. That was strategic. That was amazing. You do it again.
No.
No.
It's a one-time thing, Maze. As in,
You don't ask for. Okay, sawa.
it happens in the spur of the moment.
One hit wonder. Sawa, nimekubali.
That's all my girls call me.
Please try to be serious.
No. Like, tukiwa serious leo tutaanza kulia. But anyway, my point is that I love that glow up so much because he went from literally, as in that I Fall Apart is literally ngoma ya break down kabisa. That song is, ukisikiza lyrics, it cuts deep. She told me that I'm not enough. All the shit. And then a year later, you probably think that you are better now. I'm probably, you are not around. Yo, a glow up.
Alienda therapy.
Yeah.
Akaosha uso.
Akaosha uso. Akarudi soko.
Akarudi soko.
Na by the way msai sawa. Hii soko imejaa watu wengi sana. Hii soko imejaa. Umewekewa deposit na watu wangapi? Mimi nimewekewa na wengi.
Tumeweka deposit na watu wangapi?
Yeah, like I think there's an Apple Music. I was looking for it actually. A playlist called Heartbreak Pop. That I have it on my name.
Oh, Heartbreak Pop is actually a really good playlist.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to Apple Music.
Like, Would You Love Me Now? I Will Always Love You. Broke Me Fast. Ghost Town. There's so many really. Noah Cyrus Lonely. Jeez. Kuna mangoma tu mingi hapo utasikiza. Unaweza rukwa na akili by the way. Like, for real, unaweza rukwa. Hey. We catch in uzisikize. But anyway, kauko sad nigga hours by the way. Just go listen to that playlist. Sometimes it's good to feel emotions.
You have to feel emotions.
Yeah.
You have to feel your way through whatever
You're going through.
Whatever you're going through. Sit with it. Because if you don't sit with it, it usually comes out in other places unnecessarily. So
And you think you're right until you get into
better
the cycle
to do it.
again.
Yeah.
Alafu realize, bro, Nigga, I'm
Uko
fucking
umeget over this
broken.
shit.
Hey, Maze, what the fuck?
Yeah, true. And
Hey.
better to do it in a controlled environment with some nice music, with some people who get what you're feeling.
And at the end of the day, regardless of who broke your heart, it doesn't mean you have to break the next person's heart. Like
You don't.
you don't need to transfer that trauma. Let it out into the
next
world.
person deserves the best version of you.
This is a music podcast, but check if you're now party tips.
Maze.
Angalia, mental health tips, all those good things, Maze. Sasa najua iko mtu
Mental health nini.
like sasa najua kuna mtu anasikiza kitu waiting for that person to text back. They're not.
If they don't text back, that's fine. Like
that's
there's always going to
completely
be another
fine.
person. December ndio hii, cuffing season imeisha, poleni.
It's a sad boy summer. Si ni Kenyan
Sad boy
summer.
summer.
It's a sad boy summer. Masama bani wanakuja. Like enjoy yourself. Kuna exotic pickings.
Exotic picking.
Jesus.
Good.
I feel like I don't know why.
Kwa disclaimer.
No, it's okay. I feel like tumekuwa like before the episode you're already like, oh, like we're both down today. What the fuck? And then
Yeah.
this is the funniest episode you've done so we've enjoyed it so much.
Maze.
But-
Actually, talking about sad shit gets me going sometimes. I don't know how to.
Nah, some like
So
for
sad
real.
music for sure.
Yeah, lazima.
Always,
Because if you can't have fun and talk about how you feel and enjoy yourself, you're never gonna heal.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up writing songs
What's wrong with writing songs?
and then have people like me discuss how your song is a bop, but no one cares about what you are saying.
You know, I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't get about or don't respect about Adele's music. Like she takes all these periods of like, okay, I'm going through it. Let me dip for a bit. She records the fuck out of her music for like a month. I mean, not even a month.
Easy
like a
on me.
couple of years. Yes.
Eh.
And then people still compare you to Beyonce. Like you haven't spent all that time away
No, Adele.
affecting your craft.
The thing with me, I believe Adele's juice is unmatched. By juice, I mean like no one, like it doesn't matter who you are. There's no artist who in this world is bigger than Adele. I like
true.
I could make the argument for Bad Bunny to a point, but Adele Adele did 3.2 million first week sales, the
Actually-
highest ever in the era of streaming and piracy. Like even when people are buying records, even when people are buying albums, like in a Backstreet Boys, those guys were doing 2.2 million. Eminem, 1999, doing 1.1 million, 1.2 million.
Yeah.
And that for a label is an unbelievable success. That was for a time when people were actually paying money to buy albums. In the era of streaming,
Yeah.
in the era of you can get any album anywhere, anytime, regardless. You don't even have to pay for it. She did 3.2 million first week. 7 days, 3.2 million copies of your album. Like the label made $32 million. Hiyo wiki peke yake.
That's crazy.
That week only. The people who go their entire careers, they're never gonna sell like 1 million cumulatively. So it's called the Ace You will sell 20,000 copies of your album every single time forever, regardless of your quality. Adele,
Yeah.
Beyonce, I think Beyonce's highest selling maybe is close to 1 million first week. Every artist I can imagine.
But Adele builds anticipation also. Okay,
Okay,
like
yeah.
Beyonce does the same thing, but Adele, like that's her entire MO.
But Pia,
think from the
I feel like
beginning.
Adele's music, Pia, it cuts across so many demographics.
It does.
It cuts across because
It
the
does. Like when
babes.
she drops a video, like the number of views she gets on YouTube, bare minimum. Like that's also something.
Because I listen to Adele, you listen to Adele.
Yeah.
Byron, unasikizanga Adele. You see, Byron, like, and everyone you know listens to Adele.
Listens to Adele, yeah.
Every single person you know listens to Adele, regardless of what their favorite genre is. Everybody's throwing an Adele.
She's a universal talent.
Yeah, and actually, your story, Leo Siku, let me all in my sadness.
Adele mood.
Let me all
Adele
like
music.
21. Give it a spin, baby.
Evenings with Adele.
Hey.
Akona residency kwako. Okay, sorry. I just kept going.
So yeah, shirtless kwa nini? Shirtless kwa gazebo, ukisikiza smoking a cigarette and listening to Adele.
It's a vibe. It sounds like a vibe.
I'm saying the only thing left.
Okay,
me,
don't smoke cigarettes anymore. But
the only thing left ni ani Libovitz kunipiga picha. That is a very inside joke.
oh my god,
I feel with that.
it's hitting in so many like because you're gonna be ashy.
There are so many layers. There's so many layers to it.
Sickening. Anyway, you said you were going to tease who next
No,
guest.
me, I don't tease people.
You tell them the truth.
Mguu zote mbili. Like, half in, half out. Going in the deep end, baby.
Hapare, please. Be normal, just for 1 minute. One last minute of this show. Just 1 minute.
Okay, now.
Let's go.
Next week on Breaking Hertz, we will have the legendary, the amazing, the multi-talented, the visionary, Muthoni, the drama queen, to discuss a few things and to be asked a few questions. I have some questions I would like to ask her. To do the hot ones thing.
But ultimately, it's to vibe.
It's to vibe. Always it's to vibe. No, see, wait. Hey, bungoja. Unapeana siri mapema. So yeah, next week, please make sure to join us, to vibe with us.
It's going to be a good time.
If you want to come watch the recording, holler at me. We only have 2 slots. Mbili tu moja yangu moja ya Suki. So if you want to come through and vibe, let us know. It will be really dope. We look forward to having an amazing episode. And I'm glad that we can even tease artists beforehand.
That's true.
That we can even say that nani anakuja. Like this is mtu aingiangi tu hapa mse. Hisi cho ya club. Mse yote azingia tu hapa. So yeah. Again, I want you guys to remember it's a sad boy summer.
It's a sad boy. Damn. Apana hiyo ni proclamation. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it right now.
Ay, kwani there's nothing wrong with being sad. Anyway,
yes, sad boy summer.
Sad boy summer. Check out everything else on the channel. The mics are open.
Yes, there's nothing
The wild card, Venant Lot Jampata hapa, which is very strange. Wake up call, lockdown sessions, and anything else that the whenever sword or the mini sword whenever it drops. Akunanga hata schedule squeezy. So check all that out. If you're going through it,
it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be sad. In your feelings. Feel your feelings. Listen to some music.
Yeah.
Find creative outlets. Find outlets that are healthy. Yeah, just take care of yourself.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like this. So yeah, there's a Heartbreak pop playlist on Apple Music. I don't know about Spotify. You should check that out. Utalia, but catharsis. Let's all out.
And literally the name of the podcast is Breaking Hertz. Damn. That's kind of meta. Anyway,
guys, it's been episode 12. See you guys in the next one.
See ya.